All right, this is January the 4th, the year 2017, and this piece of paper was included in a letter that came in from Rex Russell Dean Landers. I was just about to file away his letter, but before I filed it away, I thought I would read this into YouTube so that nothing was left uncovered. It appears to have a thumbprint of Rex Russell Dean Landers. It says, in care of 4200 Bureau Road North, Landers, Terre Haute, Indiana. Related AREF versus Lynch. I guess that's Loretta Lynch. For Rachel Maropole, attorney at law. Wow, her address is 666. An attorney with an address of 666. My. 666 Broadway, 7th floor, New York, New York, 10012. Notice, memorandum for record by affidavit. Okay, affirmed testimony. Rex Russell Dean Landers, TM, being subject for penalty for bearing false witness under the law of the Creator and Ruler of the Universe, ER 603, affirms Rex Russell Dean Landers, affiant, AFFIENT, is of age majority, competent for testifying, and having first-hand knowledge of the facts, states and declares. 1. Affiant comes in good faith, peace, and honor, super protest, for exercising the protected right for redress of grievance. And 2. Affiant hereby accepts the oath of office, contract of indenture of each and every officer/employee of the courts of the United States, officers, employees of the Federal Bureau of Prisons, officers/employees of the United States Department of Justice, all in privity, and all public or private, as are bound actors by express authority under the Constitution for the Union of the several United States of America, 1789 through 1791, and along with the acts of Congress as enacted thereunder, laws of the United States, etc., being incorporated as terms and conditions into their oath/contract executed as a private party before entering upon duties as of office/employment and subject for compelled specific performance through an action in equity. And 3. Affiant is in fact a witness for all wrongs related the Communications Management Unit/Counterterrorism Unit from the last week of July 2008. And 4. Affiant was never informed in any way of the placement in the so-called CMU Terre Haute at 4200 Bureau Road North prior for being confined there in the last week of July 2008. Had no notice, no hearings of any kind, no opportunity for confronting the placement before the confinement there, no basis upon which for setting forth an appeal, no order of commitment under clerk's signature, nor seal for placement in such as CMU/CTU, etc. 5. Affiant has seen no evidence that affiant was ever convicted, sentenced, accused of, or ever had anything whatsoever concerning terrorism, and stands firm that no such evidence could possibly exist. And 6. Affiant has seen no evidence that there is a standard whereby affiant could qualify for transfer from CMU/CTU, and knows of certainty no such criteria has ever been made available. And number 7, affiant has suffered a plethora of disciplinary actions that had no basis in the orderly operation of an institution, all for impeding contact with legal counsel, immediate family/wife, or others who may assist affiant in securing lawful legal remedy and relief. And number 8, affiant has suffered 18 months, 6 months, 3 times, no phone contact with immediate family nor anyone else. And 9, affiant has suffered inexcusable torture in the hot box within CMU/CTU, hidden from the outside world, conditions that pose a threat of death by exposure of heat, where affiant was forced to soak the shirt and shorts to avoid heat stroke, age 59 through 64. And 10, affiant has suffered upon sores on legs, feet, arms, back, and head due to exposure to toxic conditions in CMU Terre Haute, without any legitimate diagnosis by a qualified physician for over 4.5 years, despite seeking same. And number 11, affiant has suffered from lack of dental care since being confined in CMU/CTU that has resulted in so far 3 teeth breaking up. And 12, affiant has had no outside recreation outside of a concrete and steel cage for over 8 years, confined the entire time in the condemned housing building and segregation recreation cages. And 13, affiant has suffered the summer heat with poor ventilation, no air conditioning in the housing unit, and temperatures over 90 degrees. And 14, affiant has suffered theft of private documentation with no accounting for what was taken, no basis in fact for such theft, all in violation of law. And 15, affiant has suffered without due process, being forced for receiving all meals in a segregation trays or brown bags, resulting in poor quality food, deprivation that further threatens affiant's health and well-being. And 16, affiant has been denied showing of order of commitment, the concurring ballot of 12 or more grand jury members initiating the basis for imprisoning affiant, has seen no such evidence such exist, and has basis in fact for knowing no such due process documentation exist. And 17, affiant has seen no evidence that Congress ever authorized the CMU/CTU for housing affiant or anyone, and knows of a certainty no such evidence exists. Wow. I think these CMUs are absolutely wicked and evil, and I think they should be outlawed and not allowed to occur in our country. And I'm going to work for the rest of my life to bring awareness about these illegal, unethical, torturous prisons in Terre Haute, Indiana, and Marion, Illinois.